Changing your diet is so hard, I know that, but I've been on this journey going gluten-free, eating pescatarian, like vegetarian, and has really stemmed from a lot of health issues and just an overall desire to eat healthier, treat my body better, live longer, and have the life that I want. So if you're interested in learning why I went gluten-free, the health issues that I was having, the symptoms that I was having, and what I'm doing to have this pescatarian vegetarian diet, then keep watching because all that's coming up next. Hey guys, it's Rachel Stewart with Spend Smart Live Happy. Thank you so much for checking in today. I want to talk to you today about my diet and what I've been doing and what kind of got me to this point and where I'm going. So my journey started when I was much younger and I was exposed to like a raw food diet, and I really liked a lot of the raw food meals. I liked that style of eating, but it really wasn't sustainable for me to do that all the time because I am a foodie, I am a cook. I like to make lots of just delicious cooked dishes. So I wasn't able to adopt a raw food diet at that time. Then later when I was in college, I took an environmental class. And during that class, we were exposed to all the different things that are going on inside these farms, where just the mistreatment of the animals. And I was so horrified. I just really felt like I couldn't be a part of that system and support it. And so I actually went vegan for about 3 or 4 weeks. That was great, but it was very hard for me to do that as well. It wasn't quite sustainable for me, at least not at that time. Then, these years later, I kind of got introduced to the pescatarian diet, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a vegetarian diet, but you supplement your diet with fish. So you're eating seafood, and then other than that, it's just a vegetarian, like whole foods, nuts, seeds, vegetables, fruits, that kind of thing, whole grains. But since I have now gone gluten-free, I don't eat the whole grains anymore. Now, so I already had started kind of trying to adopt this pescatarian diet, and I loved it. It's a very sustainable diet for me because there's tons of variety. I'm able to have the seafood and just really do a lot of creative, delicious things with it. And if you're interested in seeing how I make some of the meals that I make and how I add so much spice and flavor and variety to my meals, then stay tuned, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, because I will start posting videos of just how I cook certain dishes and showing you guys how you can do it too, how easy it is. So anyways, with that being said, I want to share with you about my gluten intolerance. I know I've talked a little bit about it in some of my other videos, but not a whole lot, and it was like the end of last year, 2016, and I got so sick. Like, I can't even tell you how sick I was. I was in and out of the doctors, the urgent care, the hospital, the ER, and I had an endoscopy where they put a camera down me. I had an ultrasound, a CAT scan, a HIDA scan where they put the radioactive material in you to test your gallbladder, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And it was just so frustrating because I was so sick. It got to the point where I was going 2 to 3 days at a time without eating, and that is not healthy. I think I lost, what really freaked my doctor out was that I lost 8 pounds in like 6 days, and it was just because I couldn't eat. Everything was making me sick. And so that you know what my symptoms were, in case you might be experiencing some of the same symptoms as well, because gluten intolerance, even if it's not to the point of celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disorder, a lot of people actually have a gluten intolerance and don't realize it. So some of the symptoms that I experience, and now if I eat gluten, I know within 15 to 30 minutes that I've been exposed to gluten, because my stomach will bloat up like I am 9 months pregnant. No joke. I look like I'm pregnant. It gets like 3 times its normal size. And then usually, it's like gas and maybe like diarrhea. I know these are kind of personal things, but I want to share with you in case you're experiencing any of these symptoms. It's amazing the changes you can get just from changing your diet and removing that gluten. Or I should say the benefits you can get. So the big symptoms that I had would be pain and nausea. Like tonight, if I ate pizza for dinner, even just a couple slices, 2, 3 slices or something, tomorrow morning I would be so sick. I would be doubled over in pain, nausea, which would last throughout the whole day, and also it causes migraines. And that's what's crazy, is that my entire life I have suffered from severe headaches and migraines almost on a daily basis. I would get a headache at least every other day, if not every day, and a migraine at least once a week. And I've had that since I was like 8 years old. I think I was about 8 when my mom took me finally to some specialists, because it was just so abnormal for this 8-year-old to be getting such horrific migraines. She took me to the doctors. They ran a whole slew of tests and they couldn't figure out anything wrong. So they just told my mom it was stress related and she should put me in children's yoga. I can't even tell you how just upset I have been with the medical system throughout this process. So, all it took was for me meeting with the nutritionist, who suggested that I try going gluten-free based on my symptoms. And as soon as I did that, it was an overnight difference in how I felt. My symptoms just like went away. The only time that I get sick now is when I'm exposed to gluten. And what I've also noticed is that my intolerance is so severe that I can't even, I have to be careful if I'm eating at restaurants or people's houses. I can't even really eat gluten-free products. So if you have started a gluten-free journey and you notice that you're still having reactions sometimes and you can't figure out why, you need to take a look at what's called cross reactors. These are things that the chemical compounds in these food items are so similar to the chemical compounds in gluten that your body can't tell the difference. So if you look up gluten cross reactors, there's a lot of videos on YouTube about it, and you can see what those things are. Not everybody reacts to every single cross reactor. You may be affected by some and not by the others, because everybody's body is different. And then the gluten-free products, those are still processed foods, and you don't really want to be eating those processed foods. So I basically had to completely cut out gluten. And it's really hard. It's so hard to make those kinds of drastic dietary changes. I know that. And that's why, I just encourage you to try this. I think a lot of the diseases and the issues that people face today with their health could easily be remedied by changing their diet. As I've done so much research on the impact on your mind and your body of certain nutrients, certain minerals, certain substances, the negative impacts that they have or the positive impacts that they have, I really realized how important your diet is. And so if you have been experiencing any of these symptoms, like bloating after eating, headaches and migraines, diarrhea, like gas or stomach pains, nausea, especially if you're like waking up in the morning and feeling these symptoms or feeling them within 30 minutes or so after you're eating, you might want to speak with your doctor or a nutritionist and talk about some of the options of going gluten-free. Maybe you want to get a series of allergy tests done to figure out if there's other foods that you have allergic reactions to. These are all great things to do. If you suffer from any ailments, please visit with a nutritionist and a health professional and talk about how changing your diet might be able to alleviate some of these symptoms that you're experiencing, and they might all be interconnected. So I really want to encourage everyone to try a vegetarian, pescatarian diet. Even if you don't want to go that extreme, just start incorporating more fruits and vegetables, more plant-based foods and whole grains and all of that good stuff that is going to improve your brain function and improve your mental health and just your overall well-being. You're going to feel better, you're going to look better, your skin's going to be brighter, your hair is going to be silkier, your nails are going to be stronger. And that's why I've started my garden, because I'm so stoked to, with my own 2 hands, grow my own food. So I'm going to actually show you guys tonight the growth. I think it's been 4 weeks or so since I made my video with John Kohler of Growing Your Greens and Josh Cunnings of Bookie Brew, and we set up my raised bed garden in my backyard here in Las Vegas. I have a very small patio, and I want to show all you guys that even if you have a small space, even if you're really busy, even if you don't have a lot of money, that you too can garden and grow your own food. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it's grown. It's looking awesome, and if you wanna join me on this journey and start up a garden too, it's that time of year. April 1st is just around the corner. It's time to get planting, and please leave your comments to let me know what you're growing. All right, let me go ahead and show you around. All right, I'm gonna take you over here to this first bed, and you can see, oh my gosh, how much the plants have grown just in a few, like, I think it's been about 4 weeks now since they were planted. I have to probably look at the calendar to figure out, but they look so pretty. Like, look at how gorgeous those colors are. I just love them. I can't wait till they're mature enough I can start harvesting. And you can see along there, everything's growing so nicely. I've got several different types of kale. I've got some red Swiss chard, and I've got spinach, and let's see, I've got green onions and all kinds of stuff. Like, it just looks so good. I love to come out here and sit and just look at my garden, and it makes me so happy, especially after a stressful day. Sit out on my porch and just enjoy the nice weather. There's my John Kohler tree kale plant. It's growing nicely, and there you go. There you have it. It's still got a lot of work I want to do out here. It's almost April 1st, and when that comes, I'm going to be planting some of the fruiting plants. I want to get lots of peppers because I like it hot. I love spicy food. I probably put 10 times the amount of spice in my cooking than the average person, but that's how I like it. Like, when I eat curry, I eat it at a level 10. Yeah, that's how I roll. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on how the garden is growing. It looks so good. It's so awesome. It's like so fulfilling to have a garden and to grow your own food. I strongly encourage everyone to do it. And you might fail. That's okay. It's a learning process. The first couple times that I've tried really seriously gardening, especially in the summer here in Vegas, I have failed and it has died. But now, through experience, I learned having an irrigation system is critical. This year I put one in. I think it's going to really make all the difference in my success. Please, if you're new to my channel, subscribe and follow me on this journey where I show you how I'm growing my own food. I also talk a lot about saving money, getting out of debt. I talk about my journey towards minimalism and just my overall attempts to build, I don't say attempts, I am making it happen. My direction of creating the life of my dreams and just taking the life by the horns. And it's Friday, which you know what that means. It's my Friday feature. Today I want to feature a viewer. Her name is Molly. She actually has a YouTube channel who is very similar to mine in the topics that she discusses. It's a newer channel. She's building it and growing it, and I checked it out. I've watched several of her videos. She's fantastic. A lot of fun to watch, very entertaining with a lot of good information. So I will put a link to her channel in the description box below. Check her out. You know, I want to build a community of people who are interested in the same things as me. I want to invite you. I want to invite everybody. I want you to invite your friends. Let's just build this community together. Please join me on this journey and leave your comments. I love to hear from you guys. I really try to respond to every comment with not just a generic response, but a thorough, thoughtful response, because I love engaging with you. It's what makes this channel so enjoyable to me. Please, if you're new to my channel, subscribe so that you can follow me on this journey. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.